Hi, Madeline May here with RC Tech, and today I have got a whole bunch of hoodie tools. I have the hoodie setup tools and carry bag for 1/10 scale touring cars. Now the case, just like the case for the limited edition tool set, is just very high quality, well made. The print is just, well, I mean, look at it. It looks great. It's very bright. It's going to be easy to see. You have a card holder in the back. Inside, you can see that, I mean, there's just, I mean, it's just beautiful. The components in here are just fantastic. So here's a look at the inside. Now, you also get a complete instruction manual on how to set pretty much anything you would need to set on your 1/10 scale touring car. And basically, you've got the things to do it with right here. Here's a separate small manual on how to use the quick tweak station, which this also comes with. And I'm gonna show you some of the things. I'm not gonna go over in this video because I'm trying to keep it shorter because we just went over this, but check out the RC Tech article on all of this, and I'll have photographs and I'll have a write-up on how to set this stuff up onto your vehicle and how to use it and how to get it tweaked. Here you have the tweak station. On on-road cars, tweak is very, very important, and you want to make sure the chassis of your car just isn't tweaked, right? You want to make sure the car is level, that way it handles correctly in the turns and it's not biting real hard one way and losing grip another way. So this is going to help tweak, or untweak, I should say, keep your car untweaked, right? Your car, it's going to check it and it'll help you undo it. So what we have here is we have the center rod, which is marked here for different wheelbases on your vehicle. We also have a front and a rear tweak bar. One of them has got a level bubble on it, and you're going to use that to not only set up the tweak station, but you're going to use that bubble to decide whether your car is actually tweaked or not. And you'll use that bubble. You want to keep it centered. Basically, if you have this set up correctly and everything is level, and you're using, I guess now is a good time to mention the setup board too. HUDY also has a setup board here. If you're using the setup board on a nice flat surface and you've got this set up correctly, you will be able to get your car with zero tweak in the chassis and all that stuff. So very cool. Now I know you're probably looking at this saying, well, how does that even work? Because there's no hardware. Well, in this compartment right here, let me move this so I can show you. In this compartment right here, HUDY's put all of the hardware for everything you're going to need, right? So this bag with the 3 in it are for the tweak station. Yeah. All right, so right here you have the feet for the tweak station. And though I said I wasn't going to show you how this stuff works, but I'll tell you what, I'm just going to give you real quick. All right, so you screw in 2 feet on one side. This tweak bar doesn't get any feet screwed into it because it pivots on the center shaft here. Now this center shaft does get a foot screwed into it. And what you're going to do is you're going to use the level on this to level out both feet this way on the setup board. And then once you have these leveled out, and you're going to be running, this slides in here depending on the length chassis. Once you have these two, and then you'll use it this way to level out this way. So the whole tweak system will be leveled out on your setup board. And then of course this has got 2 sealed ball bearings on it, which will slide right on this shaft, and then it'll let you know if your vehicle's tweaked. Very, very simple system, very easy and quick to use. It's got markings on the tweak bars here, so that way you know that you have the vehicle centered up perfectly. And one way you're going to know that the vehicle is centered perfectly is by using these disc wheels. They're machined aluminum discs, which are designed to be installed on your vehicle in place of your rubber touring car tires. You have 4 of these discs, and they will go on your car and those discs will line up right here on these marks. These discs they are aluminum, but they do have a rubber O-ring that goes around the outer edge, which is nice because they're not going to slide all over the place. They're going to grip on the setup board. They're going to grip on this. So very cool. So you get the discs. You also get thumb nuts here, so you can screw these discs easily onto the vehicle. They're also used for when you are using these gauges. These are, I mean, super, super nice gauges for setting camber. And you have, everything is ball bearinged and enclosed ball bearings. The bottom here, you even have some ball bearings on the bottom of these gauges. That way when you're setting things like camber and it's, you know, it'll actually roll on the bottom here on the setup board. Very, very cool. Again, this will, when you're using these gauges, you'll have one on each wheel. You will remove these discs. You won't be using these when you're using these. You'll mount these directly in place of your tires, or your wheels, I should say. And then you can go ahead and set up your camber. And I mean, there's all types of stuff you can set up with this thing. All right, so we have 4 of these sets here included with the kit. They are marked. Of course, they have the HUDY logo. They're machined aluminum. They have a nice anodized coating, and then the edges are then ground back off, so they have a nice shiny edge, which is, I mean, very classy, very high quality look to them. And we have this high quality plastic, and it's wow, I know this really doesn't matter that much, but it's actually beautiful. I mean, the color on it, it's like a purplish blue. Looks pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, you use this for setting things like your toe. Then you have a quick camber gauge. This is in case you don't want to set up all of this right now, and you just want it, you're fixing the race, you already have everything set up. For some reason, you have a brain fart, you're just like, let me just double check. Well, you can go ahead and just set this down, and you can check your camber really quickly. You have 2.5 degrees, 2 degrees, 1.5 degrees on here. So very cool, very easy to use. So we have some droop blocks here that you'll set underneath the chassis. And then we have some droop gauges. You have a standard droop gauge. Again, high quality machined aluminum. Goes from -3 to 10. And then you have an ultra fine, which is in increments of 0.2. I should state that this is in increments of 1. These are in increments of 0.2. Now this one here goes from 4 to 6.6. You can also go ahead and set your ride height. And they include again, it's nicely machined aluminum. You got 3.8, 4, 4.2, 4.4, 4.6, and all the way up to 8. Now these also have a hole in them. I guess that's in case you would rather not keep them. Let's say you want to keep these in your pocket for something quick, and you can just, you know, throw a lanyard through these, hang them on your neck, whatever you want to do, you know. So it just makes it easy. It gives you options of how you want to carry these things with these holes drilled into them. So just to take a quick look at the manuals that are included, here's a manual on how to use the quick tweak, and it goes into great detail on even why you need to do it, okay? So here's the manual on the setup system, and this again goes over, I mean, there's so many things. I'm just going to read off a few things to you. You have down stops. You can check and set ride height, droop, track width, camber and camber rise, caster, toe, steering throw symmetry, tweak, which is what we went over, the quick tweak station. I mean, there's a lot that you can do, and HUDY went ahead and explained everything in great detail on how to use this entire system. So let's say you just want to get into 1/10 scale on-road racing, right? Oh, wait. Before I go any further, there are also these balancing blocks for balancing your chassis, right? They're basically some discs, and they have a spiked shaft on them where you set the car on there and you can balance the car. Move stuff around, put weights, move electronics, move your battery, whatever you want to do, but that way you can balance the car left to right. Anyway, so yeah, back to this, right? So let's say that you just want to get into 1/10 scale touring car racing and you have no clue what to do. Well, you can go buy this system, and this will literally explain to you just about everything you need to know about setting up a touring car to get the absolute best performance out of it. Very, very impressed with this manual. Very impressed with the quality of this setup system. And like I said, do not forget to check out the full article on these HUDY tools and setup system on rctech.net.